All praises to God for helping me build my production company with no money, based off of hard work, dedication, commitment, but definitely faith first, trusting in Him. So today I want to share with you guys how I was able to build my production company. It's kind of like a long story, but we definitely gonna make it short. So my whole goal, my whole intention was to always be able to put independent artists or lower level artists on the even playing field if they had the talent. I know the main thing that kind of hurt them was a budget or whatever, so they couldn't get high quality recording, mixing, and mastering and beats without paying like a pretty penny. Not to say I devalue myself, but it's like, let's be reasonable, let's be logical. So my whole goal with doing it was I definitely had to work hard. Like, I had to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of grinding, a lot of no sleep, a lot of stressful nights, because I had to go learn engineer first. Like, I had to go learn how to record, I had to learn how to mix, I had to learn how to master. I had to be real good to be able to receive money for my services and be able to keep upping my prices. Which then I also had to go learn production. Like, I had to learn how to make beats, I had to learn chords, melody, drums, snares, hi-hats, and all these things, structures. I had to learn it. Then I had to definitely go learn like things that artists look for, like things that they wanted down to a science, that like, hey, it could be fast, sound good, and they please. Like, I had to learn all of these things. So once I was able to do that, I was able to show my value with the artist that, hey, I could meet your out of your needs. And by doing so, I'm like, cool, now me being a producer, I see where producers kind of struggle with learning how to mix, learning how to make beats, learning how to connect with artists. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Even if a producer has all the talent in the world, what if they don't know how to build this connection? What if they don't know how to network? Hey, let's get in the sauce, because hey, we actually did a lot of the groundwork, and it worked for me. And I wasn't the most talented, but I did figure out how to do it because I was a hard worker. Also, from the engineer standpoint, I'm like, it's a lot of things you have to learn as an engineer and be able to do things quick, good, and fast. Because I know artists record, but then they'll probably never put the song out because you wasn't there right recording engineer, right mixing engineer. Like, it's a lot of things can go out of favor for an engineer as well as a producer, as well as the artist, but you get the gist. So I'm like, I'm seeing all these things like, okay, let's help the artist here, let's help the producer here, let's help the engineer here. Like, and most of all these people are beginners, like the one that don't get all this extra information because they don't know, so they just stuck in a talent phase. And I had to thank God I wasn't blessed with talent. Thank God that I had to work hard and figure it out, but I could still be in the same room with these people. So like, everything was able to, okay, now I was able to work with so many producers that I gained their trust, and it was like, hey, I had value to them because I could record, mix, engineer, I could do all these things. Hey, we can craft it, we could do whatever you want to do. And now the people that you're looking up to, you can be just like them. Now it can make your vision a little bit more clearer. Now you trust me, so now we can focus on other things. So we're looking at it from that standpoint, until now we're showing producers like, okay, this is what it look like to work with artists. Like, you don't have to just stay in the studio making hard, dope beats that never get used. Okay, this is how you can take your product and you can go work with artists. You can land placement, song placement, you can get paid for your beats and things. So there was the whole flip side. And then like, recording engineers, guys, this is how you continue to lock in with artists. This is how you continue to lock in with producers. This is how you get them to come back. This is how you be a for sure and a for sure, because one thing I learned about recording engineers and producers, like artists, if they like you, if you're good, you don't do anything wrong, they tend to they not gonna leave you, they gonna stick with you. So it's like, hey, this is what we do to build these relationships from inside out. Like, I'm seeing it from every angle. So it's like, okay, now I'm able to like network and connect with other artists and producers and give them the game, and we can exchange things. And in the midst of it, I actually collab with these producers. Once again, remember, I worked hard, I did the work to get good at it. So it's like, now when I'm killing these collabs, it's like, hey, I'm crushing it from the sound standpoint, hey, you definitely know what you're talking about. I trust in you. Hey, let's collab, let's do some work, let's do some business. So then when you have your business in order, it's like it's easier for people to trust you because hey, you look like you got it together, you sound like you got it together, like everything all makes sense. So it's like now I can build my production team. I got a team of producers, which I also looked up to, like 808 Mafia and Internet Money and a bunch of other people. I'm like, hey, it's dope that producers can just collaborate and you can do these things for each other and y'all can make something dope and y'all can be a team just to make some great music, quick placements and all of these things. So like, hey, that was smart and very key. So with the engineer standpoint, it's like you can work with other engineers, you can teach them the game, teach them how to mix faster, how to record faster, how to get over these loopholes. Like, it's just so many things. So now you giving them the game, it's like, okay, cool, you could be a mixing engineer, you don't have to do the recording, or you can just have, they could just clean up certain things. Like, you can just finalize things that you can even just really pull yourself out the situation. Like, hey, you guys are so dope at what you do, I don't want no part of it. It's like, just let me oversee it. Like, okay, you can be part of the overall structure, how things roll out, how stuff handle, how you can just finalize things, because everything has a system that was already dope without you. Then just by you having that connection, that networking, it's like your little spin involved in it. It's like, hey, it's an easy flow, it's an easy chain. Like, hey, this is what it's gonna look like, and we're gonna push out at mass production. Like, so that was my whole plan, that was my whole blueprint. And it was just like working hard, staying committed to the goal or what you want to do. Remember, I always wanted to serve artists and put them on an even playing field. Then staying dedicated is like trusting in God, like having faith in God that these things that He gonna grant you these wishes, these promises. He gonna fulfill these things because, you know, when you put God first, like everything else go full circle, because now you're yielding to God, so your assignment gonna yield to you. So therefore, I was able to I was able to create a production team, an in-house production team with no money, just the faith in God. And I gotta say, hey, we definitely killing them. We definitely smashing. Like 2025 is definitely gonna be the year of prosperity. We're gonna kill it this year, and like we got a lot of things that you guys need to be looking forward to coming up. Talk to Tron, your favorite producer, your favorite engineer. Hey, if you like content like this, please like, share, and comment. Give it to someone. I hope that to build a community. And guys, if you need anything, just let me know. We out.